What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Berm, and today we're hitting the VGC Series 3 Ranked Ladder with this Lucario Mixed Attacker Priority Team. Before we begin, if you wouldn't mind liking, commenting, and subscribing, I sure would appreciate that. The channel's growing every day. I've already have 3 Series 3 teams out on the channel already. If you want to go check those out, the links to those will be in the description below. And we share weird teams all the time. I try to make weird Pokemon work, weird strategies work. So if you're new to the channel, you might want to subscribe because that's all we do here, if that's what you're into. We're also trying to get 5,000 subscribers. And once we do that, I've pledged that I will start weekly streams. So if you're interested in that, interact with the video, help it reach more people, help the subs flow in a little more frequently. To break down this team very quickly, by the way, rental code, PokePaste, and full team breakdown always in the description below. Check there before you comment asking where it is. Lucario. Last week I had an Iron Valiant team that I wanted to use because of how good fighting and fairy types are with all of these new dark types running around. Lucario is a very similar idea here, in that it gets Vacuum Wave and uses it to some success. It is able to OHKO Chien-Pao even without ruins on the field. It's able to do some pretty cool stuff, and it also gets extreme speed, and it also gets bullet punch. This Lucario is adamant, max HP, max attack, because you don't need speed. It's got priority and priority and priority. So Lucario should be moving first. It's also not minus any special attack, so the Vacuum Wave is there to sort of clip Chien-Pao's. So like, whatever you might need Vacuum Wave for, you're going to be clicking extreme speed most of the time, my guess is, and bullet punch for opposing Fluttermanes. And we're also going to give Gyarados a go. Gyarados actually popped up a couple of times at Fort Wayne, the most recent regional, which was, I think, pretty cool. And I think it's interesting because it has a great matchup against Ting Lu, who has been showing up left and right on the ladder for a lot of people. So I think that's really interesting. It gets Intimidate, obviously, and this one has Dragon Dance, which is another reason why Mousehold being able to follow me is super beneficial. And it also benefits from Sword of Ruin being a thing. So it can go and become an electric type, so that electric moves are resisted when you go Terra Electric, and it can't be paralyzed when you are an electric Terra. That's kind of why that's there. It has a Lumberry anyway, but just in case your opponent tries to get a little crazy. I didn't want to go Fire Terra because then it's still weak to rock moves, which I think Gyarados is very susceptible to being hit by. So I thought electric could be cool, could be interesting. Maybe it's not the best. We're going to find that out today. But if you want to use this team for yourself, again, rental goes right there. Everything else is in the description. And without any further ado, let's hop into some battles here, shall we? All right, going up against Nazgul. Terrifying name. And lots of the old regulars. That core 4 in the middle is just all over the place right now. It's very, for good reason. It's a very good core. I do like Lucario's ability, though, to not be... like, Lucario's not intimidated either. I don't think it can get intimidated. Which is cool, too. And it can't get faked out by the Grimmsnarl if that's what they want to do. It's Lucario's game. Gotta be a little careful about the Arcanine. But we have Gyarados too, so they gotta be scared of that. They also have their own Chien-Pao, which means we might get lucky and be able to, like, let's lead Chi-Yu here. We can bring Chien-Pao in the back. Let's bring Gyarados as well. And what might happen here is that if they lead their Chi-Yu or Chien-Pao, then I can just Vacuum Wave it. And that could be cool. They're just going to go Grim and Palafin. Also fine. I could Terra Normal E-Speed. I think that might even go before Prankster, right? How badly do I want to try the Terra Normal? Do I feel like I might need to preserve my Terra? Let's do it. Let's get rid of Palafin. If we get rid of Palafin now, then Chiyu doesn't have to worry about it later. We can just Heat Wave. Ooh, they're going to Terra too. What are they doing? I assume it's Palafin. Yep. Which means they're staying in, not switching out. Is it Jet Punch? Are they just going to try and Terra Water Jet Punch my Chiyu? Does that kill from baby form? They could also fake out Chiyu and try to kill it with a water move too. Maybe that's what they're doing. E-Speed's going before everything though, so they're going to reflect. Too late for that. Chiyu should go next, I think. Yes. Will it kill with the Heat Wave? Let's go. That's why it's dangerous, trying to use baby Palafin. Even though they resisted it, they just set the... Like, if they'd set Light Screen, they probably would have lived that. That's good stuff. Yep, Inner Focus blocks Intimidate. Okay, cool. I could Bullet Punch kill the Grimmsnarl while we Dark Pulse Arcanine. I don't hate that play. Lucario is pretty susceptible to something from Arcanine right now. It could just be like a... we didn't pick up the KO on Grimmsnarl. Maybe I should have swapped in Chen Pao. I was really hoping they wouldn't get that light screen up before I could go for Dark Pulse. Still doing a pretty decent amount. And all they did was Will-O-Wisp, so... Not the end of the world. I think I swap Harden to Gyarados here. And I might just go for a Snarl. I don't know what their Arcanine set is. I don't know if they're physical or special. Chen Pao being their Ruinous suggests that it would be a physical one. So that's why I like the Intimidate play. But Snarl then picks up the KO on Grimmsnarl as well. We got burned, right? But if we can get a situation where Lucario and Chen Pao are on the field, the burn's not going to matter as much. Like, E-Speed's still going to do a ton. And also, screens might not be up later. They try to T-Wave Chi-Yu, forgetting it's a Dark type. We didn't pick up the We did not pick up the KO on Grimmsnarl there. Bit of a bummer. But now the Arcanine's at -1 attack and -1 special attack. So I guess we'll see what it's going to do here. Oh, they're just going to Snarl. And that's fine for Gyarados. Alright. What I kind of want to do is get a D-Dance up here. Knowing that their Grimmsnarl could try to T-Wave Gyarados, or Arcanine could try to Will-O-Wisp Gyarados. But I know that I have the Lumberry. And then I'll be able to kill them next turn regardless of what they try to do. So let's just Snarl. And now we know that they're a special set, too, on the Arcanine. They are going to T-Wave. We have that one barrier with the Lum. God tier play is to go for T-Wave and... and Will-O-Wisp into Gyarados. A little silly, but it could happen. And I have no idea what business the Arcanine still has here. I guess it's just going for Snarls. Yeah. We protect Gyarados here, so it doesn't get T-Waved now, because we missed the Snarl and the Grimmsnarl there. Do we account for something switching in? I think I just keep snarling, man. I mean, I don't even have to Snarl. I think I just Dark Pulse into the Grimmsnarl. I'm going to guarantee pick up the KO there. And Snarl's not doing anything really to Arcanine anymore. And I'm not concerned with Arcanine dealing damage. So let's get rid of the Grimmsnarl so they can't paralyze me. It actually ends up working out in a different way because we're stalling screens now. Keeping Grimmsnarl on the field for that one extra turn. And I guess we'll find out at some point if it's Light Clay or Light Clay or not. And all this Arcanine wants to do is just keep snarling, which is totally fine because it's now locked in. We've killed 2 Pokemon. And the Flutter Mane is the last thing. I'm so fine with that. We're up 1. We're up 1 attack as well. They have screens still up for... Reflect is up for longer, so I might as well just start attacking with that. We're going to Waterfall into the Flutter Mane. And I think I stay in with Chi-Yu. And I keep going for Snarls. Because again, we're going to have a situation later where I can just Bullet Punch the Flutter Mane. Snarl will pick it up if they don't kill me. Excellent. And now Arcanine's a sitting duck at -3. This is great stuff. And they Will-O-Wisp Gyarados. Too little, too late, my friend. Too little, too late. Man, my whole team just said screens who? Like, it's screen all you want. The really tough thing is... Oh my god, okay. They wanted a kill. They stayed in. They're like, I'm getting something out of this. Gyarados might die here too. No, it's gonna hang in. What's fun about this is I can get Lucario in, and if they want to play it out, which they might try to E-speed my Gyarados, but my E-speed will go first. Actually, let's let him get the KO on Gyarados. If I can get a Vacuum Wave animation in this video, I'd love to do that. Ah, damn. Fair enough. The nice thing about Chi-Yu and Chi-Yu and Chen Pao, if we'd seen it, is like that just cancels out the screens. I think it's a 1-to-1 canceling out. Because doesn't screens only give you... I totally forget. It doesn't totally matter. My team still tore through what they had. And that first play, obviously, with the Palafin was a really great one. Good game to my opponent. All right, we're going up against... My opponent is pretty high on the ladder. I didn't catch exactly what number it was, but this person's pretty high up there. So I'm pretty interested, because these aren't Pokemon you normally see. There's no Ruins. Okay. There's also only one Paradoxmon. I'm curious. What I don't really know what's going on here, but the ranking threw me. I do love Lucario's ability to hit, we can hit a lot of stuff, and like a lot of the stuff that's in this opponent's team is super frail, and so I think Lucario does a lot here. So I definitely want to give it its due. Yeah, I mean, we can hit the Baxcalibur really hard. We can hit the Flutter Mane really hard. We can hit the Meowscarada really hard. Espeon's not, a defensive powerhouse. We can do a lot here, I think. I like the idea of maybe just leading Chen Pao and Lucario. We can go Chi-Yu as well. And then, is it Amoonguss or... I kind of like Gyarados, to be honest. I like Gyarados for the Glimmora. I'm kind of thinking of what else I have for that thing. It might be just that we have to rely on Bullet Punch to take out the Glimmora, which, if it's next to Chen Pao, we're going to be doing way more than if... I don't know the exact calc on how common it is to be able to Bullet Punch kill a Glimmora. Nice thing about Lucario, though, is that it cannot get flinched. So that is not something we're going to be worrying about here. And they're floating with an air balloon. Okay. My opponent might just poison me, you know, with toxic spikes, which it happens. I'm gonna try and bullet punch the Glamora. Or I could E-speed the Hariyama for a lot of damage too. You know what? Let's just go in. I'm gonna E-speed the Hariyama and I'm gonna protect Chen Pao. Because they could like fake out Chen Pao and hit it with a power gem and then we're screwed. I don't want that to happen, so I am gonna be a little bit cautious with that. Look how small Lucario is. I wonder if my Lucario is just small. They did try to fake out Chen Pao. That was some damage, man. I am not mad about that at all. And just an Earth Power into Lucario, and that's just going to knock out Lucario. Okay. I thought they'd fake out Chen Pao and then try to get rid of that thing. But they didn't want Lucario around anymore, which is fine. I think Gyarados comes out really, really happily now. And I think Gyarados might also be my Terra now. Because if I Terra, then I will not take a ton of damage from Power Gem. And it might be what gets me a Dragon Dance here. And I kind of like that idea. And then, is there a chance they swap out Hariyama? I think there definitely is. But nothing in the back loves an Ice Spinner. So I think I just Ice Spinner into the Hariyama slot. If they stay in, they might just die here. E-Speed wasn't... Oh, wow. They took that so much better than I thought. Am I crazy? I guess I'm like adamant on my Lucario, and E-Speed might have a higher base power than Ice Spinner now that I'm thinking about it, but it wasn't Stab, and it was Life Orb boosted. Okay. I'm a little surprised by that, but interesting. And I totally forgot to Terra Gyarados. Wow, that could have been really bad. Holy cow. Weird. Why did I do that? Drain Punch is going to obliterate Chen Pao. Okay. Well, you know, this game isn't going great. My opponent's sitting there with, like, two pretty healthy Pokemon. But the one thing I do have is I do have a Dragon Dance up. Chiyu's not going to love what happens to it here, but now I can just pretty easily Waterfall. Actually, it might be really, really helpful that I didn't Terra with Gyarados, because I think I'm going to Terra Chiyu now. I can't guarantee that I'll kill Hariyama. So part of me is like, I could just Heat Wave, but not die to a Drain Punch. I think that becomes my play. Accidentally not Terra-ing Gyarados, I think, comes back around in a real helpful way. We're going to claw this back. I think I need Chiyu to be not Dark type at the moment. I don't know if Glamora lives this. If it does, then I'm not weak to Rock anymore either. Nah, we got rid of Glamora. Toxic Spikes don't matter anymore. And there's a nice single target Heat Wave, doing really nothing to this Hariyama. What's this Hariyama's deal? Why did it take so much from E-Speed and nothing from Ice Spinner and nothing from Heat Wave? At least we got the Intimidator, else that might have been a 2-hit KO. I don't think the Hariyama has anything for Gyarados, so weirdly I think it is still in my best interest to keep attacking the other slot. So we'll just waterfall that guy. And I think just Heat Wave again. If I'm my opponent, I protect Espeon here. It's very fun using Gyarados. I used it once so far in Scarlet and Violet, but I forget when it was. Yeah, I forget when that was. It might have been like really, really early. Kind of cool that it's like has a weird niche though. Now that nice detect, cool. I'd love to burn the Hariyama because it's clearly a not a Flame Orb set, which means it's not Guts. Can we get lucky? No. Drain Punch doing so much damage. Don't love that. One thing I could do, I could Waterfall to try to kill the Hariyama here and hope that they bank on Hariyama based on my last attacks. Hope that they bank on Hariyama being able to pick up the KO on Chiyu and they attack Gyarados instead. Gyarados instead. And then I can Dark Pulse the Espeon. I feel like this is sort of the only way that I can switch it up on him and capitalize. That'll take out Hariyama. That thing's just super specially bulky. Oh, we just outsped. We just outsped the Espeon. I kind of figured that... I mean, Espeon, I think, naturally outspeeds Chiyu. Chiyu's base speed is only 100. I think. Interesting. Oh, baby. This is very, very interesting. Okay. Ice Fang has a chance to miss, but I gotta go for it. Not even sure why I really just said that. Yeah, I mean, Heat Wave as well. They're going to Terra into something not grass. Nope. They're going to Terra into grass. My guess is they're coming for Gyarados here. But Ice Fang is going to go first. That'll knock it to its Sash, and we just need Heat Wave to kill here. Even if this does kill. Yes, sir, it did. But the Heat Wave connects, baby. And that's all that matters. So happy we were able to claw that one back. That Hariyama was just so weirdly... Like, it wasn't... damage wasn't hitting it for as much as I needed it to be hitting it. And then I really liked the play where I took out the Hariyama with Gyarados. Even if it didn't work out exactly as I thought it would. We just naturally outsped the Espeon, which was, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's very cool. Bummed that Lucario got to do very little there, but happy that we got to do stuff with Gyarados. Gyarados got a D-dance up without even needing to bring Mousehold, so that's good stuff. Good game to my opponent. Going up against Cheto. Cheto has a very fun team. I like the looks of that thing a lot. It actually looks kind of like a team that I am playing with next. A lot of Pokemon similar to a team that I'm using coming up very soon. The nice thing is that my attack is not going to be lowered. Because it's right, yeah, special attack from Tinglower Special. Which is good. I do wonder how much Lucario does to bundle with E-Speed. It feels like Lucario comes out first here and just does a lot. It can't be faked out. Yeah, Lucario can do a lot here for me, I think. To be careful about the Great Tusk is the only thing. So... Let's go with these two. Let's go with Gyarados, and let's go... and let's go with Chiyu. This is so funny. Straight up, I've been recording for, a bunch of battles now. These are the only 4 Pokemon I keep bringing. I keep bringing these 4, and I keep talking through it every time and getting down to the, ticking the timer all the way down, and then I end up bringing the same 4 every time. I just like them. I like these 4 a lot together. Okay. Interesting. I think what I can do here is swap out Lucario immediately for Gyarados. I'm not thinking Lucario stays in right here, right now. I could become a ghost here with Chen Pao. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if it's worth, though. Let's just try to pick up the Sacred Sword on the... Oh, they switch out that guy. Well, that's fine. Yeah, go for it. That's the one I'm scared of. Like, seeing that, I'm kind of like, oh, you know what? Speed was heightened. I'm like, you know what? I might need Chi-Yu to do stuff for me in this game. This attack drop helps. Like, T-Tar's a little scary. Like, if we don't kill it with this Sacred Sword, then Rock Slide could do a lot to me. They're also Terra-ing it, so it's probably like a flying type or something. If it's a ghost type, I'll be real sad. At least I can hit it. Rock Slide's going to do a lot, but I did intimidate it, so... Oh my god! Are my Pokemon not EV'd? What's happening? That did so much damage. And Sacred Sword did nothing. Okay. That is a take. Let's protect you. Let's go Terra. And I think I might have to, like, Heat Wave. I'm wondering if I can pick up a kill on the... Yeah, on the bundle with Vacuum Wave still. But this turn of becoming a... Oh, you know what happened on that last turn was that Chen Pao was lowering Gyarados' physical defense as well. That is what happened on that turn. For one turn, the Grass type will trick the bundle. Oh, God. But I didn't even hit the bundle there. Oh, but we burn the Tyranitar. That's huge. That's exactly the kind of thing I need to come back. It's exactly the kind of thing I need to come back. Okay. I really do wonder. I mean, I'm so far behind that, like... Is it crazy if I calc this really quickly? How much Lucario doing? To bundle. Gosh, I haven't calced something since Draft League. Vacuum Wave does a lot, but this is also a max special attack set, so if I do that, it does not kill, but also this is not factoring for Chi-Yu, so I think it's worth going for it. Let's Vacuum Wave. Let's just Dark Pulse the T-Tar. Whew, that is satisfying. Okay. It ain't over. It ain't over. Let's do this. We know for a fact that the Tusk is in the back. Did they bring Ting? Tusk is in the back, but I have Terra Blast. So I have a Grass Terra Blast that can hit that thing pretty hard. If they want to let me get it. What is Melanoleteo? Ooh, interesting. Because I could Bullet Punch that thing. I don't think it kills outright. It's tough because I feel like I could see the Fluttermane Dazzling Gleaming while the Great Tusk protects, and I could see the Great Tusk Earthquaking while the Fluttermane protects. Like, I do think that both of those options are totally possible at the moment. I get the Bullet Punch. We get the KO, no crit, so that was just going to kill every time. I feel like I ran that calc and it didn't work unless Chin Pao was on the field, but that might have been like a more HP invested set. And now this Terra Blast does so much damage. Oh, it's sashed? I've never seen Sash Great Tusk. If they Earthquake me, that is fine. Holy cow, how did we scratch this one back? Wow. All they needed to do there was protect one of those two Pokemon, and they won that game. And I guess they just opted, like, maybe they were thinking the same thing about me. Like, they had to go hyper offense. Terra Blast every day of the week. That's really interesting. Wow. Shocking battle in many ways. That T-Tar absolutely ruined my life in one turn. But thanks to Lucario, thanks to Vacuum Wave. Really, really cool use of Vacuum Wave. Plucking that bundle. I'm sure my opponent was not expecting it. And then also plucking Fluttermane. Two of the scariest special attackers currently in the meta and in last meta. So fast. Doesn't matter how fast they are. Bullet Punch does a ton to Fluttermane. I mean, we just one-hit Fluttermane and we one-shot bundle. And that's why I wanted to try Lucario. So happy we got that game. Crazy. I could have played better, but the team pulled me through it. Good game to my opponent. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you want to use this really, really fun priority mixed Lucario team for yourself, link is in the description to the PokePaste. Rental code's right there on screen for you. Also, all of the EV spreads and stuff, always in the description. Always go check there if you're interested in any of those things. Again, we're on the road to 5K subscribers. If you could interact with the video very quickly before you leave, I sure would appreciate that. Help the video reach more people. Always, always much appreciated. And also, just so you know, these videos always premiere in the afternoons, Eastern Standard Time, during the week. And I'm in the live chat for when these things premiere. So if you ever have questions or if you ever just want to interact with me, I'm always in there. So you can always just, chat me up, at least until we do the live streams, in which case I will be live streaming and then I will talk to you with my voice. Won't that be cool? Thanks again for clicking on this video, especially if you're new. So glad to have anybody who wants to watch weird teams and watch me pilot them and watch the teams that I make do those weird things. Dream come true. Thank you so much. And until next time, my name is Berm. See you later.